Good morning. Good morning. Another beautiful day of the markets being open. All right. So today, um, looking at the scans, I see AWIN up. I see CFRX up 56%. I see VRAR. I don't know what that is, but I'll just put that over here on watch. It's only up 14%, but we'll see what wants to be strong on the day. Good morning, Jimmy. Good morning, Donnell. Donnell says morning CFRX moving in pre-market, no news. And Donnell says good morning as well. We're gonna see. I didn't see a whole lot of catalysts today. I do see these movers that are up, but this is what we want to be looking for to go short. No news, no reason, high volume, plenty of room for people to get in this thing short. So we're gonna kind of be looking for a short attack this morning. Good morning, Drifter. So I pulled over these AWN CFRX. Uber has some news, and I was kind of just looking at Uber. Let me look at their news real quick. It was Uber said that the Uber said only fair that the timelines for conversion of the fleet to electric should be across the same sectors, and it's talking about converting all of its vehicles to electric. So we'll see if they put that out. But I wasn't even looking at the date. That was 3 days ago. So I guess it doesn't have news on the day. Never mind. Go ahead and get rid of Uber CFRX. Let's go and look into CFRX and see if we can prove why these would be very shortable stocks. So the first one, we'll go with CFRX first. Statistics. So we already know it's got a uh low float. It's got low insider holding held by institutions 26%. I did not see any kind of news on this one. What is the name of it? Contrafect Corporation. Last news was 2 months ago. It's some kind of biopharmaceutical company. Okay, let's look at the profile. It's from Yonkers, New York. Full-time employees 38. Contrafect Corporation, a clinical stage biotechnology company, discovers and develops therapeutic protein and antibody products for treatment of life-threatening and drug-resistant infectious diseases in the United States. Okay, well, it has a lot of competition. So all these things are definitely things that shorts would be looking at and like, I think I could buy this thing high for it to go low. Let's see, CFRX. Does it have any shelf registrations against it? It does have a shelf registration. Wow, another variable. So this is February 9th, 2023, when that shelf registration does it. So that was this month. Short interest, let's see, CFRX. Okay. So it says on this one, it says owned by institutions over half on this one. But on both the Yahoo Finance and this one, institutions are holding the majority of the pot, and then insiders hold only 4% over here. Short percent, short percent. Okay, let's bounce over here to Finviz, CRFX. CFRX. All right, so this one has very low low float as well, but that institutional owning is super high. All right, well, I think I've seen enough on that one. I think that one's going to be a nice little short for somebody, CFRX. Let's actually look at the daily chart for CFRX. So this daily chart, we can see, wow, it must have had some kind of split or something to get it all the way down here. Because these prices up here are around the 200s, and these prices right here are around the $3 coming in here. But daily chart definitely looking like dead meat. And I don't know where, how you would play this. It has all the way up here to the 45, so nothing makes sense here. Okay, not looking great. On the intraday chart that we're looking at, it hit a high of 512, high of 507. And I'm thinking, okay, where would be a good short for this? Where would be a place where you would be willing to enter short here? Let's look on the level twos as well. Level twos looking like any large sizes. We have a size here at the 11, the 506 with 11,000 shares above it. So that's up here somewhere. Well, it's already hit that level, and the wall has formed there at the 506. Kind of odd level for a wall to be just sitting out there. Let's look on the bid side. Any kind of 10,000 positions out here? Nope. Nothing to catch it on the bid side, but we definitely got a wall on this side of the ask. 12,000 at the 506. So I'll add that as a note, and I'm thinking that'll be the smash point when it does get ready to smash back down. But we'll see what happens. 512 on the ask for 12K. 12,000 shares above the price action right now. AWIN was another one, sub 24% with no catalyst. Hit a high up here of the 240s. Okay. Institutional owning, 91%. That's not what we want. 91% institutional owning with only 1% insider owning. Yeah. Let's go to BAM SCC. AWIN. Looks like it got a notice for removal from listing. Registration under section 12B of Securities Exchange. Okay, so removal from listing, and that what date was that? February 3rd for that one. Not too good there. Short interest, AWIN. No information over there. Let's pop over here, AWIN. Okay. Last news was 13 days ago on Yahoo. Limited edition hover bike chosen as 2023 Edison Awards finalist. Statistics, the float isn't there, but we can see it is low insider holding with relatively high. I mean, the other one said 90%, so I don't know. Finviz said 90%, a little bit of discrepancy there. It is out of Tokyo, Japan. Manufactures or develops and manufactures drones and other technology in the air infrastructure and air mobility space. This company is based out of Tokyo, Japan. All right, so we got two that are looking like some short fuel today. Hit a high of 250. Previous lows was down here in this what looks like consolidation of the 164. But if I was a short, I would be looking for range and volume. So when I'm looking for range, I think CFRX is going to give a bigger payout. If we look here on the AWIN, what's the best movement that it's got during pre-market? Let's see, from $2 up to 240, so 40 cents. If we want to capture 25% of the move of 40 cents, so wait, 40 times 25, it's going to be a 10-cent win. I don't think that's worth it. If I was a short, I'll go up here and I'll be looking at CFRX. Best move on the day is currently happening. This hour candle has not closed, but it moved from 417 up here to the 5, right around the 514. So maybe $1 move in total. And I think that's going to be the aim. But the only problem is you have to consider it has no catalyst, no news to be able to capture that move. So it's got $1 on it. And we say times the 25 cents. Of course, we know it's a 25-cent win, but it has no catalyst. So we'll see what CFRX wants to do. I guess you could look for a 25-cent win to the short side, maybe, and get you a nice little pump down here. Let's see. Yeah. But those two, let's pop back over here to the scans real quick. Those two are pretty much the lowest float that we can see on the top 10 movers right now with a little bit of volume. The top four, top four today is GM. Does it have catalysts out here or something? GM, no catalyst on today. AWIN, no catalyst. Tesla, and then CFRX. I really think CFRX is going to pay the shorts on Monday today. Let's see, Cosm. Yep, CFRX coming up here and touching the 514s. That previous high there. Oil is at the 76s. Still within the range that we've been seeing this thing hold for a while, right above the 70s. It has tested down the 70s 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess you could count this one as a 5, but definitely about 4 times or 3 times with actual touches. But just hovering in this area, I do think we're still going to see oil prices come down coming into summertime to spur the travel, especially with the resurgence of COVID. I really think they're going to try to get people out of the houses to not to put them in danger, but test their immune systems. Right. So CFRX barely pushed up to the 525s, and this will be looking like the best move of pre-market. So it's increasing that little 25 cents to maybe a 30-cent winner for shorts or more. Looks like it's up $1.40 now from these, or 420 up to the almost the 550s. So we're gonna have to continue to calculate what kind of win the shorts can get here. 520, or I mean, what am I talking about? 550 down to the 417. So about $1.33. So if we were gonna capture some of this move, it would be a 33-cent win where we could possibly be looking at for shorts. We just got to find an area. And as of now, coming into the open is 817. I think the $6 is going to become a nice little resistance level. A nice safe spot for shorts. So we will see if that whole dollar resistance level becomes a big snap down point for this one. And we on the level 2s, let's check that again. We remember there was a note back here. There was, oops, grab that note. Whoop, I can't grab my note. Okay, there we go. So this note was, we saw 12,000 at the 512. Let's look back here at the 512s. So that is gone, but we took note of that. I think it can get back to the 512s whenever it does. I had already put a resistance line there for a snap back to the 512. But definitely looking for some volume to come in this thing. Right now, it doesn't really have enough volume for any big traders to get in. Only 4 million shares there. If somebody's trying to take, a 20 million share position, well, how in the world are they going to do that with a 4,000 or a 4 million shares on the day? It's got to rotate these shares for big shorts to get in. So we want to see some shares get kind of rotated here under the $6 and maybe even through the $6, but definitely for a slam down back below this 511-ish area, 512. Donnell says short squeeze on at CFRX. I don't know. I am short bias on this one because of the no catalyst. It just looks too good. Like why would the shorts get squeezed unless news drops? But with this daily chart, the way this daily chart is looking, I mean, it has no reference points or anything like that. I think it's going to definitely pay out shorts today. So, but my thesis could be absolutely wrong. It is up 78%. It is attracting some eyes, but just not a lot of eyes right now. Let me look under. Let me see if there's anything moving under $1 out here. Top movers under $1 or under $2. I mean, under $2, but over $1. Not really seeing anything there. So yeah, we're going to watch and see. You said pre-market short squeeze. Oh yeah, pre-market short squeeze. But I mean, I don't know what shorts would be giving up their position. I mean, what longs would be holding this into the open? If I was a long, I'd be like, you know what? Especially if you got in low, like the 430s, I would just go ahead and take my profit. And this is probably what your boy Ross Cameron is doing right now. He's probably trading this, and he's not about to hold this into the open because he understands no catalyst, high institution holding, everything looking like downwards. Guaranteed he's trying to take his little snippets in this pre-market. VRAR was another one. It's up 17%. Another one with no catalyst, but it has fallen behind on the actual volume. So I'm going to take that off. I really don't like watching those. It's going to have to compete on the day. But as of now, CFRX is number 3 on the day in volume and definitely number 1 on the day in gap. So it looks like we're forming another little resistance level here at the 575s, 25 cents away from the 6. And all of this, I think above the 575 will be good short entries into that $6. Um, but we have about 9 minutes to the bell. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a nice move, a nice rejection here on Monday morning. AWIN 24%. Okay. Jimmy says LHDX up. Under $1. And let me look at what that is. And it does have 61 million in the float. LHDX. What in the world? I just type in LHDX. Okay. So looking at this daily chart on LXDX, we can see it's got a little bit of news. LHDX announces FDA authorization of first and only at-home combination COVID-19 and flu test. Okay. So we'll definitely watch that. It's up 428%. Got a little catalyst behind it. One of the few that has catalyst. 61 million there on the board. If you guys see anything else, just definitely drop it in the chat and we'll look at it. One Life says pennies from heaven. What's up, One Life? Um I'm looking at CFRX for some short movement out of this one. Looking for a downwards movement there. And then LHDX, that's some pretty good news. We'll see what happens with it. It looks like it wants to get over $1. Let's actually look at the float and all of the background material for that one as well. LHDX. LHDX has a float of 30 million. 10% held by insiders, 23% held by institutions. Short float has a 8.16%, but I don't know how when this was last updated. Share short 1.46 million. Okay, let's jump out here to bam LHDX. No shelf registration out there visible right now. Okay. We have now on this one says 59.23% held by institutions, 9% held by insiders. Short short percent float 4.87, and this one is 20 minutes delayed, so it was last updated on around 8 o'clock. Let's see. All right, insider owning. So these both Finviz and the short squeeze, where'd that thing go? Short interest are both saying it's around 50% held by institutions. So it could get a little bit choppy there. Has a lot of volume for them to get in and out though with big sizes. But I don't know if they're gonna come down and trade something that's what set well, I mean, it may break $1, but it's got a while to travel. It also has a little bit higher float as well. Let me go over here and see. What was that float? Float 36 million over here. Shares float 30 million. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Well, we got some to watch this morning. CFRX. I mean, this might be a short payday, man. um One Life says RS, revenue over shares, or I think that's what he means, revenue over shares, or what isn't that? I forget. We got about 4 minutes to the bell. How did I not? Let me change this. Okay. Is that an OTC stock on LHDX? Gotta be. Let's see. Why am I? Oh, okay. I see now. There we go. Oh, okay. It's got that higher float on it. We'll watch it though. We'll see. We'll see what wants to play here. Jumping over here, TOS. I was looking, I was like, what in the world? But it's got a higher float. That's why it wasn't showing up on my scans. Up 68%. I don't. I don't necessarily know what it wants to do. Okay, let me put my thing back in there. All right. So we'll see. We'll see. We're watching all of them though. And when I say watching, I don't mean for participation. I mean watching to learn, watching to see what these things, how these things want to react to the open. We have about 2 minutes left. Jumping back over here to CFRX. All right, so now this candle has went from 420 up here to the 627s. So now let's recalculate what a win could be. So 420, 627. And I'm thinking I'm short bias on CFRX. It has volume and it has range today, just not a lot. It's gonna have to work to get up there with LHDX, but 625 down to the four, or from the 415 is a $2.10 move. So for a short, what would be an acceptable win on this one? For me, I try to capture 25% of a move. So I would just multiply that by 25%, and that'll be a 52-cent win for a short. I'm thinking they could get a nice little 52-cent win off of this one today. Where would the backstop be? The market just opened. And I'm thinking, let's see, this was it 619 is the bottom of this previous hour, and we have a little bit of support down here at the 620s. So let's see what kind of action we get. What kind of action we get off of this. And let's look at those level twos, because I'm thinking this bad boy is going to plow down. 52 cents. LHDX coming on down as well. AWIN. Everything looking a little shady for right now. CFRX up 100 and something percent. 6 million shares is at the top of the top 10 movers right now. That's above $2, providing a little bit of range. So we're gonna see if the shorts want to come in and get active. We have the SPY here floating around the 400 level. What else is making its way up these scans? One Life says LHDX PR reports are hilarious. Yeah, I know, it's funny. It's funny. But yeah, LHDX. I mean, that's why I kind of stay away from things under $2. Sometimes it's just, if it's good, it's gonna get up. People are gonna push that price. But it's definitely coming down right now. Let me go back over that PR, because I forgot what it was just that quick. All right, help shares. They have a dual, okay, a combination COVID and flu test. That's what it is. Yeah, so I mean, I guess That could be good news, but AWIN coming up as well. None of these higher price ones have any catalyst, so be very careful. Let me see when CFRX is going to be unhalting. CFRX it halted at the 9:30. So we got about 9:30:22, so we got about 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on that one. I want to see this thing crash out, baby. One Life says COVID test like it's 2020. Nobody cares about COVID in 2023. True, true. I got the bug what, a week ago for the first time, and it was one of those things. It was like, first I got a headache. The first day I got a headache, and I was real sleepy on that first day. Then the second day I was pretty good. So it was like a super. At first I thought I had like a migraine, because sometimes, I mean, very rarely I get a migraine when the seasons change. Especially from winter coming into spring, all the pollen, it just messes me up for a couple of weeks. But it wasn't that. I definitely didn't take a test though. I already knew. I already knew what it was when I was went to lunch that same day, or dinner that same day, and my food was tasting funny. I was like, what in the world? And then the next day my taste was completely gone. So I was like, okay, whatever. Whatever. I don't need no taste. I'm good. I can imagine. What SpongeBob say? Imagination. But yeah, CFRX gonna be opening up here in about 20-30 seconds. Looking for the drop. I'll be very confident as a short on this one. Here we go, baby. AWIN pumping back down, but we're gonna focus in on CFRX to see what it wants to do real quick, since it is the biggest green on the day still, but it's halted, so may not be for long. There's the open, absolute slam down off of that $7. Let's go. Halted downwards. I mean, it just makes sense. No catalyst, high institution holding. I mean, it just makes sense that it's going to go down. So now it's halted down. AWIN, LXDX, trash. Okay. All right, so AWIN is one of the few that's holding green, but does it have a reason to continue upwards? If you look out here on the daily chart, let me move this over a little bit. Look out here on the daily chart, we can see that, I mean, they're asking the question themselves, why is, or no, this is not this company. I don't know what this is, but we can see it had a high up here once upon a time of 725, came all the way down to fours and then more. So it's got a lot of resistance there, but it is pushing up on the day with no catalyst. So, trade at your own peril is what I would say. LHDX down 12% since the open. A lot of people can get in on this because it's 83 million shares traded. So if somebody wanted to take big size, they could, but I don't know if they would risk it down here on a 60-cent stock. Because what we're looking for is range, not just volume, but range. And plus, this one's probably got the volume because it's cheap. LAWIN trying to get up there to what looks like the 250s. Continue to find resistance there. CFRX, we'll see what happens when that one opens up. Uh, So if we look at the scans real quick, pre Donnell says pre-market momentum may be at end. Oh yeah, it's definitely over. The momentum is for shorts now. Definitely, shorts can take some big wins on that one as it fades throughout the day. So the only thing holding up green from what we've been watching is AWIN. All right, let's see when this other one's supposed to be unhalting. CFRX. Halted at the 35.44. Probably opening at the 30. Let's see, plus 5, 35, 36.44. I mean, 40. My bad, 40, 44. Tripping. AWIN trying to hold up here, but no reason to. Very small range relative to the pre-market candles, from $2 up to $2.30. Only a 30-cent little gain in there. LHDX continuing down 15% on the day. And let's see. We'll see what the open looks like on CFRX. How far does it want to gap down, or will it gap down? Definitely falling behind on the volume scale, and is already red on the day. Man, this daily chart just looks sick on it. I just hate this daily chart. All right, AWIN tried to break out. Probably going to do a false breakout up here. The high of this was the 244s. All right. CFRX probably going to go to the 41.55 if it's a 5-minute halt. So about 50 something seconds until destruction. All right, let's see what this guy wants to do. CFRX, do you want to open right now? Maybe a 10-minute halt. Yeah, looks like a 10-minute halt, so gotta give that one some time. And AWIN just basically treading water before it sinks. Leg cramps coming in. Not a lot of good looking stuff this morning. Horrible range on LHDX. Now it may grind higher, you never know, but this range from 55 cents up to 70 cents on the first candle, which has 28 million shares traded, all it can move was what? almost 20 cents. That's not acceptable. So this is kind of scary with this thing going into a 10-minute halt to the downside. It'll be opening up at the 45.44 in 2 minutes. So right now, on the scans, we have Tesla as the number one up here above $2. We have AWIN still trying to hold this on. Getting up there though, pushing up there back towards the 250s again, but the breakout, it just doesn't have that gas to break out. Looks like 242s, 243s. Let's get this snapback all the way down to 225s. Let's get it. We have a support level here at 225 that is trying to stay away from, almost to the 250s. Can we get that snapback? Looking at the level twos, are we seeing any big sizes on the level twos? Not really. We have an 11,000 at the $2, but above it, on the ask, no big sizes. So I'm expecting a snapback here. Maybe at the 250 if it can cross the 250 just a little bit. Just a little bit. Get that two. There's 250. Can we get the big short here? There it is. Stomp it. 250 getting stomped here. We want to see it pull all the way back down to the 225s with that no catalyst. 844. We got about 50 something seconds left on CFRX. And there it goes, right on down back to that previous level. High up there was 254. And there's the 225s right back down to that level. But we're looking for range. So CFRX is the rangy stock. About 30 seconds. If this is a 10-minute halt, hopefully it's not a 15-minute. So now it has moved down to number 5 on the overall. Wow, gap down quite a bit. Closed here at the 598. Gap down to the 543s there. Will it continue to push down here? Looks like it is going to continue to push down. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This is range to the downside. You remember last week when we were getting all those gaps up? Yeah, this is the recourse for that. Looks like we're going to get a couple of gaps down. 7 million shares traded here, and not looking like any big sizes on the ask, or do we see anything over 10,000 here? Nothing. All right, back out here to the AWIN, trying to hold up that 225. No catalyst, no reason to rise back from the ashes. LHDX also looking like it wants to go back and retest that 55-cent level with 98 million shares traded. Absolutely ridiculous because it's so cheap. But yeah, this month I have had I took let me go over here. I took I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades and then one red trade here. Here's my trades. I've been using this dip strategy just to see how it'll work out. I should have followed my rules here. I lost 99 bucks on that one, but you know, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades this month. Of course, this month I took a little bit of time off with the bug. Uh, I was looking at the market, but it wasn't like hardcore because I didn't know what kind of mental disabilities that I'm inquiring from this bug. So I just kind of held off, but whatever. We got 2 days left. Today looks like it's gonna be one of those sit back and observe days, and I just want to take the same thing into the next month and just make a little bit and just walk away with a little bit in my pocket. I do use TraderSync as my journal to keep up with all of my trades and kind of look over all of them and see what my mistakes were, see all the variables that I look for, and see what I actually missed to validate or invalidate a thesis before I get in. So I really am hardcore on forming a thesis before I get into a stock, not just trying to, purely trade the momentum. I want to trade the idea behind the move as well. But yeah, this month was a slower month. January was a small red month. I was transitioning into this new way of following rules and stuff, but when I say small red, I mean it was small, like $50. But yeah, just pushing on up, taking a little bit out of the market. Want to consistently be drawing around 1,000 a month. That'll be dope. That'll be a cherry on top of what I actually do and from work. AWIN holding down the 225s. CFR in the struggle boat now and falling behind on the volume as well. Okay. It is 8:49. So yeah, for today, I'm gonna continue watching. Oh yeah, I didn't put the Discord out there. I always forget that Discord. So after the streams, we do a lot of analysis in the Discord. You can come and be a part of the Discord if you want to. I'm trying to figure out how to do or to record some of my trades because a lot of times my trades happen off stream. But the problem is when I'm trading a lot of times I am not on my own network. I'm working and I'm just looking at the charts, looking over there, and if I see something that meets my criteria and all of that, I go ahead and enter, take the trade, and be done. So I'm trying to see if I can fit in some recordings there of my actual trades so y'all can see me buy the dip. What am I trying to do? Oh, invite. Because I am a strong believer now in getting that dip, baby. Getting that dip and getting that rip. And when I follow my rules, it works out pretty good. But when I fall into FOMO or something like that, it's just like, why? Why did I do that? What's up, Lori? There's the Discord right there. Lori, what's your outlook on this week? What you got up for this week? You doing anything special in the market? You got a watch list for this week for dip buying? Because right now we're just watching falling knives. CFRX was up a great amount but dropped very quickly, down 10% on the day. AWIN with the same sentiment. The SPY trying to hold around the 400s. Oil back to the 75s over here. Going on down. I'm thinking oil wants to get down through that 70. I really think it does. I hope it does. Give us some cheaper gas for a couple of weeks. What is this other one? FSR working its way up the it's like a higher float on Fisker. FSR up 25%. Let me go and look into that. Very, very high float on Fisker. Very high institutional holding on Fisker. With the shelf registration from 2021. All right. Well, One Life says buy the dip, sell the rip. Pretty simple. I promise it's simple, One Life. I promise, but it's just you have to get those variables down to give you an edge. Once you get your edge, it's pretty it's amazing. It's so much better than buying the top. Or maybe I'm just not built for buying the top. Because I end up giving my shoes and shoelaces to the homeless. Let's see. Lori says I just got out of TRKA, bought it at 21. TRKA. Crap. At 21, sold. Okay. The plan is to watch BBBY so far. BBBY. Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay. And then for today, AWAIN might rip. Look at yearly chart. AWIN. Yearly chart. Let's flip over there to the yearly chart. Let me go and see what did I look at what this stock actually was, like what they do. AWIN. Was this the Tokyo stock? Yes, Tokyo, Japan. Scientific technical instruments. Airruns Technology develops and manufactures drones and other technology in the air infrastructure and air mobility space. The company is based in Tokyo, Japan. Let's go to statistics. I think I had looked at this one. Doesn't show a float here, but I think on one of the other ones it showed. Doesn't have any statistical values here really. AWIN. They had a removal from listing from earlier this month. So they're probably trying to do some things to keep their NASDAQ listing. Yeah. So I don't know. If it rips, it'll rip without me because it will be definitely unpredictable. An unpredictable rip there. Looking at this daily chart, we can see the high got up here to the 256 and it has given back about 25 cents of movement. For it to go red on the day, it will need to break down to $2. And it's only 20 cents away from the $2. And CFRX continuing down to the 524s. Now, I took a note in the beginning. There was a 12,000 position at 512. I was like, I bet that's going to be a nice little flush point through that 512, but it disappeared off the ask and all of this. So I don't know. I don't know if 512 is still going to be a spot that's, well, it's at the 512 now. Down 17%. Only 11 million shares traded on it. It's still number 4 on the day, but with it being so red, I don't think many people are going to try to participate in that, especially once it breaks down this previous level of that 512, which is literally like 2 cents away from now. FSR coming on down. Fisker was up there at the 750s and now down to the 681s. Exactly, yeah. I think I'm gonna throw all of these in the trash can. I have seen enough for today. I'm about to go and make some money doing something else. Try to clear the rest of this bug out of my system and hopefully, keep fighting on another day. But yeah, I want to go into this next month. Of course, this month is going to be great for me. I want to go into this next month, getting even more green, doing the same thing. Because that's what I realized. If I just do the same thing over and over again, that's how you get consistent. I'm looking for every one of my trades looks almost identical. It's got a catalyst. It's got the variables I look for. It's over $2. It's got a range. I mean, everything looks identical. So that's what I want to do. Just practice on replicating an identical trade. Even though there's different ideas, different catalysts, and reasons for it to go up, most of them look pretty identical. But anyway, that is it for me today. I am going to go ahead and break it down. I don't know how much I'm going to be watching the market after this because I mean, I just didn't see anything I liked on the Monday morning. Maybe Tuesday I'll have something where I can get into, but of course it's going to be the last day of the month, so I don't want to give back anything. Trying to increase the profits for this month. I want to still be patient and follow my rules and stay consistent. Anyway, you guys, if you're going to continue trading, be careful, be safe, and enjoy the rest of your Monday morning. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. If I do take any trades, I'm going to try to get them recorded. Sometimes I just am not in a spot to do it, but I'm going to try. I'm going to attempt. You know, I don't do a lot of recording. I'd rather just live stream, but we'll see. And as always, appreciate you guys chiming in. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't hit it. If you enjoy the content, enjoy the building of thesis before a trade and all of that, kind of looking further into some of these moves, definitely think about subscribing. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.